Hello and welcome to the channel. So where in the world are we, you might ask? Well, we're in the Timor Sea. Where is that? Well, a few weeks ago we left the Sydney, Australia port, sailed over the top of Australia, and now we're into Indonesian waters. What you see behind us is the Winter Garden tea room of the Viking Mars cruise ship.
For those of you that know the channel, you'll know that he's Chris and I'm Michael. And for those of you that don't know the channel, we're really glad you're here. We retired early, and our goal in life is to slow travel the world. What we do is we go places and stay a month or more to really get a feel for the place, almost like we're living in the place. So our goal is to really experience life in the places we go instead of just travel around and tick off countries off our list. We call it slow, sustainable travel.
We take the camera along with us as we go on our adventures to document it for ourselves and to share it with you in the form of a destination series. And we're happy to kick off the Sydney, Australia destination series here with you today in this video. Each week we'll drop a new video chronicling a new adventure that we're having in the city. And by the time the destination series is over, you will have a really good sense of what it's like to spend time in Sydney, Australia. In this video, we're going to give you a sneak peek about what you're going to be seeing.
Let's start with where we stayed in Sydney, which was the most dramatic piece of the whole trip. 3 weeks before we were destined to leave for our flight going halfway around the world, our Airbnb canceled. So we'll tell you all about it and how we handled it.
Sydney is a natural and ecological wonder. We will show you the beauty of the place and, of course, take you to some of the beaches. And you can't talk about Australia without mentioning the weather. It was absolute paradise there. Well, except when it wasn't.
Yeah.
It went from absolutely beautiful weather to 102 degrees
Crazy
scorching heat.
Oh my God.
So we'll show you what we experienced and what that was like, and maybe it'll help prepare you for when is the best time to travel to Australia.
Sydney has so much to do. There are so many amazing entertainment venues, from museums with great art and history to zoos that have koalas, kangaroos, and my favorite, the Tasmanian devils. There is so many things to do there. So we'll share all that with you and bring you along. In addition to the entertainment venues, we learned a lot about history, even going to the barracks of the original prisoners that built Australia. And we learned a lot there about their lives, about how they built Australia, and unfortunately, impact on the Aboriginal people.
I'd like to say it was careful planning on our part, but through pure coincidence, we ended up being there at the same time as their annual Mardi Gras parade, and also the one time they hosted World Pride.
Crazy.
So we're going to take you on the adventure to all of the different parties and the parades that we saw while we were there.
Sydney was a whirlwind tour. It chewed us up so much that we had to come get on this amazing vessel and relax for 28 days. But don't worry, we're going to give you an amazing tour of the Viking Mars in the near future.
So stay tuned for the first video next week when we bring you koalas, from koalas to convicts, to
crocodiles,
to kangaroos, and a whole lot more.
That's easy for you to say.
No, it's not. So tune in next week when we bring you the first video in the series, when we bring you everything from koalas to crocs to kangaroos to convicts and a whole lot more. So we'll see you then.
See you then.
Look for our first video on Sydney, Australia. We had so much fun and we want to share it with you.